Toxic top bro, coming for your throat. Random show with input stories I never wrote. Don't be mean, hit that subscribe. Cross the line, take a dive. Toxic top bro, coming at your throat. I'm happy when I see your clip because I done started a show. You can judge, but it's just the start. Just leave comment, a like and subscribe. Welcome to the Toxic Top Bro, but it don't make sense because it's completely random. This I also go on, important support.
What's going on? I'm Ja. I'm not an expert, but I'm just a dude on the internet talking about wrestling. And I don't like this lure over my shoulder. Did not see that? I'll be right back.
Toxic Top Bro, coming for your throat. Random show with input stories I never wrote. Don't be mean, hit that subscribe. Cross the line, take a dive. Toxic Top Bro, coming at your throat. I'm happy when I see your clip because I done started a show. You can judge, but it's just the start. Just leave comment, a like and subscribe. Welcome to the Toxic Top Bro, but it don't make sense because it's completely random. This I also go on, important support.
What's going on? I'm Ja. I know I already said all this stuff, so blah, blah, blah. We're reviewing AEW Double or Nothing. I was supposed to do it last night, but I fell asleep as soon as that main event was over with, so blah, blah, blah. The pre-show was fun. They let Anna Jay, Harley Cameron face Megan Bain and Penelope Ford. That was a nice, fun match. And then another pre-show match. I usually don't do the pre-show, but these matches were too good to ignore. You had Bandito, AR Fox, and Hologram and Commander taking on Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, Crew, Action Andretti, and Leo Rush. Very fast wrestling match. I really enjoyed it a lot. So let's get into our first match. What I felt was like 45 minutes. It was Mercedes Moné, CEO, everything shaking, versus Jamie Hayter for the finals of the Owen Hart Cup for the females or the women. And this match, no. This rivalry has been so good because they focused on old school versus the older generation versus newer generation, or present versus future. They focused on you're not going to just walk your way to another title. You're claiming that you're going to win. The match hasn't happened yet, completely overlooking your opponent from Moné's point of view, and Jamie Hayter tried to prove her point as I'm the now. In my opinion, Jamie Hayter needed this, just like Chris Statlander needed it, the other show. And I understand that Mercedes Moné is the top star in this division. But I feel like they're ignoring. I don't know, because I don't know. But it's like they're just like pushing up these women against her for nothing, because they don't go on to do anything after these rivalries over there. I mean, they put on good matches. That's the number one thing with AEW. The wrestling matches are always good. It's just that the story is what I have a hard time processing. But anywho, in my opinion, Jamie Hayter should have won. But they had a good match. A lot of meteors from Miss CEO. And Jamie Hayter put her best foot forward with her Mardi Gras gear, looking spectacular as they look and doing everything that I expected and more. Damn near match of the night. Very good match. But it led to the winner being the CEO, Mercedes Moné. And I knew that was going to happen, but I was just hoping that Jamie Hayter was going to win. She got like 3 championships. And her having that 4th leading into the title match against Toni Storm or Mina Shirakawa at All In, It's like it's all up in there. It ain't up in the air. It's set in stone that the winner of the Women's Owen Hart Cup is going on to face the winner of the women's match later on at All In, and that winner is Mercedes Moné, the CEO. Jamie had to should have won. And then you got the next match. I did not think that FTR turning on Adam Copeland, hitting the concerto, was going to lead to a rivalry with Tony Schiavone that brought out Nigel McGuinness, who's sitting on commentary with him to defend him, bringing out Daniel Garcia to stop them from being the tyrants that they are. But the match was wrestling is wrestling. So the match was almost flawless. And Nigel McGuinness coming in and out of retirement, like never disappoint. Daniel Garcia is a great technical wrestler. FTR is an amazing tag team. Just the story part of what was the reason was to get Nigel McGuinness in a match, I guess. I don't know. But I just didn't think that this is where we were going. I'm open to know what's after this, but the winners of this greatly technical physical match is FTR. Let's go on to the next thing. The next thing was Ricochet and Mark Briscoe. You know, you got former Ring of Honor champion Mark Briscoe. You got Captain Seals' Ricochet. And I had to look up some stuff on YouTube to understand why they were having a stretcher match, and I still didn't understand. But it don't even matter because I'm a huge fan of Ricochet and Mark Briscoe, and this match was brutal. Mark Briscoe, I mean, red juice everywhere. And they put on it's not a technical match, but they were beating each other half to death. But I really enjoyed it not right up until, I enjoyed it all the way through, and Ricochet was able to finally get Mark Briscoe in. And one of the things I really like is that the first time that Ricochet got Mark Briscoe in the ambulance, Mark Briscoe put like a crutch out and stopped the door from closing. It was very fun and built it up for the crowd because the crowd was like, oh no. But, Ricochet did walk away with the victory in this stretcher match. And it was a good match. I mean, I don't have anything negative to say. Like I said, their matches are always perfect. The next match, I laughed the whole time. So you got the big bad heels of the Hurt Syndicate. You got Bobby Lashley. You got Shelton Benjamin. You have MVP as the manager. You got another heater as MJF. And when they came out, because this has been the only story that I've been fully invested in, because I really like all of these guys. And it's like the crowd was cheering. They were happy to see him. I thought that was weird. Then you had the Sons of Texas come out, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. And they came out to a mixed reaction, and the match was happening. I pay attention to the crowd a lot during matches like this when it comes to who they trying to make the heel and the babyface, heel bad guy, babyface good guy, is just trying to figure it out. The crowd was cheering for the Hurt Syndicate the entire time. Sammy Guevara did all the Sammy Guevara moves. Dustin got in there, was able to do all the moves that he does. But my main thing was that I wanted to see, because that promo that Dustin did on Dynamite was outstanding, where he pretty much said we're not backing down and we day one. We day one guys. So I got that. I understood, but the crowd is behind the Hurt Syndicate 100%. They were almost chanting, we hurt people the whole time, and they did not care about anything other than the Hurt Syndicate, which means I guess they're doing their job. And the winners is still AEW Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate. They even played like MJF and Bobby had some beef, but everything was all happy glory. They were hugging and laughing, and spot of the matches when Bobby Lashley speared Dustin Rhodes through the barricade. It was very fun, and I really enjoyed it a lot. The next match took me for a loop. Like, Okada wrestles every now and then, but that's not what I was worried about because Okada is a perfect wrestler all the way around. And what I was worried about was how crazy Mr. Black Belt, Mr. Mike Bailey was going to go in this match. And Speedball Mike Bailey and the Rainmaker, they really put it all online. And Mike Bailey did all the crazy offense. The only issue I had in this match was right at the beginning. I don't even know why they did it, but Speedball Mike Bailey kicked the steel steps and did not really sell the leg. And I'm a big old school wrestling fan mentally when it comes to selling the body part and like showing that you're hurt. And Okada kept going after his legs because he barefoot and he wear the shin guards or whatever. So Okada going after his leg, he didn't really sell the leg. Not how like somebody will run, because I'm gonna talk about that in the next match. But how somebody will run and feign the leg. Oh, I can't run, my legs are. I can't flip out the ring. Like Mike Bailey didn't do any of that. He kicked the steel steps and did not sell the injury the whole time. He kept doing all of his moves. Did not change up his offense. You know what I mean? Because I wanted, like, an example. If Mike Bailey were getting his leg worked over by Okada, I wanted to see more arm strikes or, him doing something with the other, like something. But he didn't really work the leg like I wanted him to. So I can't stand behind that. But it was a good match yet and still. And you know who won this match? The Rainmaker. Mr. 6'3" drop kick. Okada. Okada walked away with not an easy victory, but he walked away still the Continental Champion. Our next match, well, I'm gonna do these out of order because I really want to talk about that one. I'm gonna do these out of order. So the next match I'm gonna talk about is the Death Riders, Moxley, Claudio, Shafir, Yuta, the Young Bucks, taking on the team. So with this rivalry, you got Moxley, who's pretty much like, this is my show. We're taking over. It's a takeover. You got the scared EVPs who jumped on the bandwagon of the man who's taking over the company, and that was the Young Bucks. And now you got Team AEW. You got Kenny Omega, Swerve. You got Willow. You got the Ops, Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, Shibata. Seconded by Prince Nana. And Swerve always got some cool gear, but he came out as the Predator, and it was super cool. Omega obviously got cool gear. He came out as Captain Omega with like a shield and everything of Captain America. And then you had the Founding Fathers, the Young Bucks, coming out dressed like George Washington. They kept that outfit on the whole time. I don't know how that happened. But this was Anarchy in the Arena, which means Falls Count Anywhere. Anything goes. They were all over the arena fighting, blah, 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 stuff explode and whatever. And the ending came when Swerve used what the Young Bucks usually use, the tacked up shoe when they kick people and all types of stuff. And he put it on and gave Matt, I believe, the Swerve stomp with the spike shoes for the 1, 2, 3. After this chaotic match, I don't know what this proves because nobody in this match is going for the world title. The main event person is. We're going to get to that later. And there's that. The next match, I didn't know the story at all. I had to look it up. And I still didn't understand, but it was the Don Callis family. You got Takeshna, you got Kyle Fletcher, you got Josh Alexander with Don Callis taking on Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, known as Paragon. I like the undisputed name better. I don't know why they call themselves Paragon. I don't know. I don't pay attention enough. But I really enjoyed the wrestling, the normal wrestling. After the chaotic anarchy in the arena, I really enjoyed the normal wrestling in this match. And then you had I mean, it was a really good match. You had the Proto Star get the 1, 2, 3 on the TNT champion Adam Cole, baby. He got the win over the champ, and then all of a sudden, the rest of the Dunn Callis family came out and they was beating these 3 men up. And then I think it was Ishii, Tanahashi, and I can't remember who the third person was, but they came out for to make the save, and yeah. And I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Tanahashi, but we could have chose somebody younger in New Japan that's known to come out and help. But it's okay. But yeah, the Dunn Callis family won, then jumped on them, and then the 3 guys that came out, I can't remember who they are, and I don't want to look it up. They came out to make the save, and it was a fun night so far. The Anarchy in the Arena was too much. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I'm a hardcore guy. Oh yeah, something I wanted to point out. In the match I was just talking about, the Anarchy in the Arena, Team AEW versus the Death Riders and the Founding Fathers, they were playing. Kenny Omega got a damn microphone. It was like, play the music. Let the bodies hit the floor. I have no idea why that was playing. And the crowd was going crazy from the song. I had no idea why they did that. Like, they played the song like a New Jack theme for the match. I did not understand why they were playing this song. I was very confused. But now let's go to what should have been the semi-main event. Toni Storm versus Mina Shimokawa. I think I said her name right. Well, Mina. So I love Mina's interest because she has this dance routine that she does in Stardom. She came out doing her dance routine. The crowd was really into it, which I really appreciated because it was like she put a lot of work into that dance and coming out in her entrance and her gear and everything. And then you had the timeless Toni Storm coming down in all her vintage glory, and the crowd appreciating it, very elegant, and coming out with her second Luther. And they had it's like when a friendly match, and not friendly as in soft, as in they're friends, and they didn't shy away from they are friends, and it's just about becoming women's champion. So they put everything on the line without going too far. And Toni Storm was able to take the victory out of a very, very hard, friendly match. And then after the match, they kissed. I was like, I forgot that's her thing. But that match was so good. And you can tell, like, at certain parts of the match that they were trying to build a story inside the match, because like what Mike Bailey didn't do, timeless Toni Storm did. They worked the knee, and she went to do her big hip attack and dropped down. She kept working the knee, and I mean like working as in it's hurting, and I'm gonna show y'all that it's hurt. And she wrestled like she had a hurt knee. That's what I wanted Mike Bailey to do, and it was very good storytelling, very good match, very good everything, and that would have been my match of the night if they just would have went just a little bit more hardcore, a little bit more stiff. Our main event for the men's Owen Hart Foundation Cup Finals. You got balls to the wall, crazy person, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay taking on Captain Redemption. Mister, I'm trying to pick myself back up and be who I used to be, the last living cowboy, or whatever his nickname is, Hangman Page. No, I don't like that. Adam Page. And something that Taz did on commentary that I would have said is that this is a serious moment. You're fighting to dethrone the man, the mad king, the angry antagonist, the boss, the guy who's running the company, quote unquote, into the ground, Jon Moxley. And you need to show aggression. You need for the people to get behind you. You need to put everything on the line, because when you face Moxley, you're facing an army. So Will Ospreay came out like a regular wrestler, like not all crazy. And Adam Page was serious from the get-go because he know how much this means. I need this from Adam Page. I need this. And that's kind of what Ospreay said, is that I have to beat you because you beat Moxley twice. So if I beat you, I know I can beat Moxley this time. So these two went in and Adam Page beat Ospreay up. And I was really shocked by that because I'm used to Ospreay going crazy with flips and kicks, and he really, really took the heat. He really got they really gave it to him. And I really appreciate that for them to even go that far enough to show that this is what can happen. Like, this is how it is when you really want it. Nothing's going to stop you. But I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. Like, they went out when Ospreay started to get his offense. He went crazy, and they did a Styles clash off. Ospreay's holding Adam Page. They went for the Styles clash, and it looked from the camera angle. It was probably just working it, but from the camera angle, Adam Page head and forehead smacked the floor. Not his legs like they're supposed to. His head smacked the floor because Ospreay kind of came down ugly, and it smacked the floor. And then I guess after he was okay, I guess that was supposed to happen. And Ospreay went crazy and kind of beat him up real wild. And they went outside the ring to the announce table. Ospreay smacking Adam Page's head on the announce table. They get up on the announce table, going into a spot, and Adam Page was going for the dead eye, the reverse power driver. Before he can get him up, the table collapsed, and Ospreay hit his head on the floor. So they toughed it out and kept going. All my respect they have. And then picked him back up, went for the dead eye, got him back in the ring, setting up for stuff or whatever. So they had a spot towards the end of the match where Ospreay, because they had hit all the finishers, but Ospreay took off his elbow pad and threw it, getting ready for the hidden blade. Adam Page took off his elbow pad and threw it, getting ready for the buckshot lariat. And so they ran at each other. Adam Page came over, got the best of Ospreay with the clothesline. 1, 2, kick out. Confused by that one. And then again, they went for it again where Ospreay got the best of him this time. Hidden blade. 1, 2, kick out. And I was wondering, whoa, I thought this was Ospreay's match. Then all of a sudden, Adam Page hit the final blow. And Adam Page won the Owen Hart Cup. Adam Page is going to All In to face Moxley. They've been building Adam Page up so hard for the people to believe in him, and they do. So hopefully Adam Page is who's going to be our champion going into the future. But I just may be wishing on a star because I don't really care about him. And Moxley my guy. But even with all the crap he's been pulling off, I'm very loyal. So my thing is that hopefully Adam Page becomes the new AEW champion at All In. But I'm just speculating. And yet again, I ain't no expert. I'm just a dude on the internet talking. So hey, Toxic Top Rope coming at your throat.
Toxic Top Rope coming for your throat. Random show with input stories I never wrote. Don't be mean, hit that subscribe. Cross the line, take a dive. Toxic Top Rope coming at your throat. I'm happy when I see your click because I done started a show. You can judge, but it's just the start. Just leave comment, a like and subscribe. Welcome to the Toxic Top Rope, but it don't make sense because it's completely random. As I also go on, important support.
My bad. I thought I turned it off.
Toxic Top Rope coming for